Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachab Kodash. Double honors unto the elders, apostles of Great Millstone. The elders of Great Millstone, and of course, peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, serving him in truth and sincerity. So coming back with another lesson through Spirit. This lesson is going to be based off of really the scripture right here. And it's kind of, just going through the Spirit. You already know what life in Babylon, of course, we're in this truth. We're serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yeah, at times, it can, just being in this world, it can sometimes slow you down. You're making moves to, you might be working extra and stuff to, help yourself financially or whatever. But it's always important to make time for this truth, man. This truth needs to be our first priority. So it says Sirach, to start off, it says Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38 and 24. It says, the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that hath little business shall become wise. To read it again, it says, wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that hath little business shall become wise. Yeah, so the point is, a learned man, or really gaining wisdom, obviously comes by having free time. When you look up the definition of leisure, literally in the dictionary, it means free time. It says opportunity afforded by free time to do something. So, gaining wisdom, obviously, studying, going to scriptures, reading, watching videos, obviously that's all going to come from free time. If you're constantly occupied and doing whatever, which of course, we got to work. That's we're in captivity. We got to do stuff in the world in order to keep ourselves up financially. But hey, still, man, you got to make time for the truth. This truth is first and foremost, man. This our source right here. This the literally our guide for our life. Without the scriptures, man, then hey, we can't do anything at all. So we need these scriptures. We need this book, of course, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We need wisdom, knowledge, and understanding so that we walk the best way possible in righteousness, serving, of course, the Lord, basically within this world. So to read again, it says, Sirach 38 and 24, the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that hath little business shall become wise. Yeah, so it says, and he that hath little business shall become wise. So if you're constantly working, man, let's say you're in a camp. If you're always, you're constantly working, you basically never have time for the truth. It might be, some camps you never come. Or it's pretty often you might miss camps basically a few times every month. Hey, and then if you're not studying, then hey, as time goes by, you're going to see how the camp is growing and you're kind of in the same place. Why? Because you're not making time for the truth. You're not making time to study. Right? So it says 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 15, it says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly of dividing the word of truth. Exactly. So I read again. It says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High. Yeah, so we got to, in order to be approved unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we constantly got to study. What it says in Proverbs, to hear, basically paraphrasing, to hear this word, to hearken after this wisdom, this knowledge. In order to gain this knowledge, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, you got to go into the scriptures. You got to watch videos. You got to take down notes. So it says again, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, A workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Yeah, rightly dividing the word of truth. So whenever you're breaking down this word, whenever you're answering any type of question or whatever, being studied up, constantly, of course, studying will make sure that that happens. You got some guys that are, they're not rightly dividing the word of truth, either because they're not studying or they're simply choosing just to teach lies for whatever reason. So it says in the NLT for 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 15. It says, work hard so you can present yourself to the Most High and receive his approval. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed, and one who correctly explains the word of truth. See, so in order to actually receive, you can't just say, I love and fear the Most High. If you truly fear the Most High, then you're going to do his will. You're going to do what he said to do. And one of the things he said, or basically the scriptures say, to gain wisdom, that, we gotta, the scriptures also say how the Lord only loves those with wisdom. So, as we know, you gain wisdom by studying, by going to the scriptures, by watching videos, by taking notes, of course, watching videos from the brothers. It says, be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed, and who correctly explains the word of truth. Exactly. And for you to break down stuff right, we got to study. It's important for us to take notes and constantly study, man. And again, it's a constant thing. We're constantly going to the scriptures, and we constantly got to go into breakdowns. Doing this, it's a constant thing. It's not like you reach a point after a few years and you can stop. Once you stop, that's when you get worse. So this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and 11. It says, and that you study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your own hands as we command you. Getting this in NLT. It says, make it your goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business and working with your own with your hands, just as we instructed you before. Yeah, and of course, going to these scriptures, really how it's supposed to be, man. We're not supposed to live a wild type of lifestyle. Us being servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, of course, the truth comes first. We're constantly studying, and of course, going out there on the highways and the byways, making lessons, doing what we got to do in the ministry in order to please Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But also within this world, man, it's a certain type of way you got to walk. It says, and that you study to be quiet, to do your own business. So within this world, man, you're supposed to be discreet. You're not supposed to be, basically out here, how Jake be, man. They be trying to do the most. No, again, we're supposed to live a plain lifestyle, really. It says, and to work your own hands as we command you. It says 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and 12, that ye may walk honestly toward them that are without, or it says toward them that are without, and that ye may have lack of nothing. And getting this in the NLT, it says, well, let's get the NIV. It says, so that your daily life may win the respect of outsiders, and so that you will not be dependent on anybody. Yeah, and when you're in the truth, it might be some people who, basically your close ones, who might know that you're in the truth for whatever reason they found out, or you might have just told them. Which you should be careful who you tell about. Of course, if you're in the truth, you should really be careful. Well, we understand we're young. You might be overzealous and stuff, but hey, the point is, if you're doing what you got to do, of course, not only studying, of course, putting the truth first, but even within the world, well, we also, there's that balance. We put the truth first. We make sure we make time for the truth. But of course, we also got to stay up and work within this world. Stay up financially. Because once we do that, man, hey, literally no one will have nothing to say about us. They obviously know that we're in the truth. But hey, if you got, everything together in the world, financially, and you're stable or whatever, then really though they have nothing to say. You got some guys mocking, scoffing, calling us bums, but I mean, meanwhile we're living a financially stable lifestyle. Of course, for most brothers. Yeah, and of course, we can also, going back to Sirach chapter 38 and 24. Hey, we can all make time for the truth, or make even more time for the truth. And this lesson is, of course, is directed to me first and foremost. So read it again. It says Sirach chapter 38 and 24. It says, "Wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that hath little business shall become wise." So I believe that's the point. Lord's will, you brothers out there edified. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakwadash Brakathum. Shalom.